passages found in the Old Testament that teach the people of Israel to be clean people. Shortly before the nation of Israel entered the Promised Land, God said that he would protect them from terrible diseases, Deuteronomy 7:15. One way he accomplished this was by giving them specific instructions on hygiene. For example, there were specific instructions about bathing and washing clothes, Leviticus chapter 15, verses 4 through 27. There were specific instructions about where to go to the bathroom to relieve yourself, Deuteronomy 23, verses 23 through 13. There were specific instructions about how to fight against infectious diseases, Leviticus chapter 14, verses 8 through 9. There were specific instructions about how to handle a dead body, Leviticus chapter 5, verses 2 and 3, and Numbers 19 and 16. Israel's laws reflected medical concepts and views on sanitation that were far ahead of their time. The Israelites benefited and remained comparatively healthy by following the standards set out in God's law. Even spiritually speaking, in the New Testament, we have passage after passage that deals with cleansing ourselves from sin and being pure of heart. For example, Paul was given specific instructions about how to wash away his sins in Acts 22:16. John says those who wash their robes are blessed and have access to the tree of life in Revelations 22:14. The Hebrew author argues that Christ as the high priest cleans and our consciousness by his own blood sacrifice in Hebrews chapter 9 verses 11 and 14. James tells us that we need to draw near to God and he will draw near to us. But first, we need to wash our hands and purify our hearts, James 4:8. John encourages us by telling us we need to confess our sins to God and he will forgive us by cleansing us from unrighteousness, 1 John 1 and 9. So no, cleanliness is next to godliness is not in the Bible, but yet it is. At least the principle can be found and applied to our lives. So yes, wash your hands, wash your heart, and be godly people, because cleanliness is next to godliness. That's it.